Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, episode 15 of Guess the Trade, but first let's jump back into episode 14 where we looked at three different loadouts. The first one we looked at was DayZ. He had that crescent tote. A lot of people were guessing electrician along the lines with what he did with those tools. He did say that he is an industrial electrician and primarily works in the oil and gas industry, as far as that's where he does most of his electrical work. So that's what he did with his tools. The second person that we looked at was Quaz Plays 420. He sent in that short video of his renter bag, but we took a look at the tools that were inside of his tech pack, and he did say that he was a plumber. So a lot of people also were guessing plumber along those lines. He did say he was mostly new construction plumbing. So that's what he did with his tools. And then the last person we looked at was Roberto Dominguez. He had that TPXXL, I think it was a dash F if I remember right. A lot of tools within that bag. He said that he is a general contractor and basically does residential maintenance and then also remodels and things like that with those tools. So that's the three loadouts that we looked at last week. That's their answers in the comment section. We're going to look at three more today. We're going to look at Lalel or Lalee 914, Lalle 914. Not sure how you pronounce that. Also Seth Walls, and then also GP Raceman. So that's the three loadouts we're going to look at today. We've got a Tech Wheeler XXL, and then also a Tech XL, and then a Vito TP. I think it's a 4B, it could be a 5B, so it's strictly all Vito bags today. We're going to jump in and look at these tools, see if we can guess what they do with those tools. The first one we're going to look at is Lalle, Lalle 914. He's got that Tech XL. We'll take a look at his tools and see if we can figure out what he does with those. So let's go ahead and jump into those. So again, jumping in at the outside of his bag, he's got that Vito Tech XL. I've not seen one of these in person, but he's got a lot of tools in this, so it looks like it would hold quite a bit. There's the outside of his bag. He's got, pictures showing all his tools at different times spread out. So we'll just look at his setup when we're looking at the bag pictures. He's got some tape on the electrical tape out there on the outside. Going to I'm assuming this bag has two sides. Here's one side over here. A lot of Knipex tools, it looks like. Also a lot of, I don't know if those are, it looks like he's got his own style handles on there. Purple, looks like he put those on there himself, but he does have some purple handled tools as well. A lot of PB Swiss screwdrivers, looks like a stubby up there on the top of some kind, along with several other ones. So a lot of really nice tools inside of here, and it looks like to me you can fit quite a bit of pliers and screwdrivers and everything in this bag. Looks like he's even got a little hammer over there on the left hand side. Going to the next picture, this is the opposite side of that bag. So again, he's got looks like a light of some sort, some wrenches, a couple different bags or little pouches, also some WD-40, different tools like that. Maybe that's an electric screw, or it's a Dremel maybe tool of some kind. So again, just looking at his loadout, if this is how he stores his tools in the bag. So in case you're looking into this bag, you can take a look at that. We're going to see his tools spread out here in just a little bit. Here's first picture. So this looks like this is the side, possibly, actually this is all of them. So because I can see the hammer, and then I can also see the Dremel tool. We saw those in both sides. So zooming in now, up here at the top, we've got some gloves. Looks like, I can't tell what the name on the brand name is on that, something to hide. He's also got a Weehaw screwdriver with several bits that fit in the handle. I'm not sure what kind of a electric screwdriver it looks like that this possibly is up here. I've not seen that before. Not sure what the brand is on that. Stanley pocket level, a really long extension that looks like a Milwaukee extension. Here's a precision driver with bits in the handle as well, and then this looks like this is possibly a set. I'm not sure if that's a Vera or a Weehaw. Looks like it's maybe a Weehaw set of some kind. I'm not real sure. It could be some other brand altogether. A lot of tools in here that I'm not real sure what brands they are, so he might be from overseas by the looks of it, because there's a Tox. That's what that purple ruler is. That looks like that's a Germany ruler. So a lot of maybe these other purple tools that I saw in there might be as well. He's got that Fluke non-contact voltage tester. That's that always on version. I haven't tried that one yet. Got a headlamp, also another cat lamp right there, a cat flashlight with some safety glasses, and then that was that other, looks like a light of some kind as well. Here's a pair of extended reach, like tong type things. Forceps. I can't remember what the other name we kind of called that. It's kind of like those surgical types pliers. I can't remember what the name of those are besides forceps. Somebody else had the name for them in a few videos ago, and I've already forgot it. So here's some vice grip type pliers. Here's some Knipex. He's got the extended reach needle nose. Also a pair of 300 Cobras, a pair of 250 Cobras, but those are that slim profile head up there. Also a pair of pliers wrench, 250s in the insulated version. Botco adjustable wrench. Here's a couple more. There's some PB Swiss, and then also a Kellen. Looks like possibly whatever that is there. A PB Swiss file and pick. Mechanical pencil of some sort. A pipe reamer. Let's see what he's got. I don't know if that's a punch set right there. It looks like possibly. Actually, I think that might be a bunch of different files. It's Velourby Swiss, so that's probably. I saw that Swiss made right there. I was thinking that one might be PB Swiss, but that's probably whatever brand this here is, and those files might fit inside that handle. Also has a Hazette pry bar. Also, it looks like a striker type chisel. A PB Swiss hammer right up there at the top is a file as well. He's got a couple different punches there. Small red pry bars. A Hazette pipe cutter, small pipe cutter. We get down here, KS Tools on a flex ratchet head, and then also I can't tell what brand that green one is. So again, there's a lot of brands here where you guys from overseas, I'm sure that you guys could probably pick these out of a lineup for sure just by seeing them, and there are going to be a lot of them but I'm not going to know what they are. So also has a socket set, some different wrenches here in a Botco pouch it looks like. He's also got some Vera hex keys. Those are metric. PB Swiss screwdrivers there. Looks like those are the strike heads as well. And then here is also a PB Swiss stubby. Here's a little small screwdriver type little pry bar. And then also, let's see, that one looks like it's a PB Swiss. I'm not sure what that purple PB Swiss right there is. I'm not sure what these screwdrivers are, but they look like they're insulated screwdrivers. Also has a looks like that's a Botco screwdriver that goes to a pistol grip. He's got the PB Swiss Insider with the holds bits in the handle. Also a pair of shear type scissors, and then also the Knipex ones as well. That looks like it's a Fisker's knife of some kind, but I could just be saying that because of the colors. It might not be. Dremel tool, Milwaukee M12. Looks like an Impact. I'm not sure what this deal right here is. It's a SHARCCEX, maybe is what that says. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe you can let us know that in the comments if you know what that is. Down here in his markers, he's got a pencil, looks like a Lyra, and then also a Sharpie, an Inkzall, a big chisel head Bic marker. He's got the Knipex cobalt cutters, also the Knipex kind of needle nose with a ring on the end. I forget what the specific name for that is as well. Knipex twin grips, flush cutters, also combi pliers, some small pliers, Knipex angled head needle nose. Here's a Justin LAU brand of some flush cutters, it looks like as well. And then here's all those purple ones, which look like to me he put those on the handles. I was hoping to see what brand tools those are. I'm not real sure. That almost looks like it's got the same kind of little circle and everything as the Knipex there, but they look like they got black handles underneath. Not sure what the brand is on that as well. Tool Check Plus, Falcom, that's kind of like the Icon ratchet that we get, because that's what the compared to was. The Icon at Harbor Freight, whenever I bought that, said that it was compared to the Falcom or Facom. I'm not sure how you say that, but whenever I looked up that Facom, it was really expensive in comparison to the Icon, you know, and that's what our Harbor Freight always does is, you know, this is our price compared to their price, and it's always extravagant. But I tried looking that up just to see how much it was if I could find it, and really the only place I could get it was on eBay, and it was going to be really expensive. But it is a fantastic tool, that Icon Flex wrench, so I'm sure that this Falcom or Facom one is as well. But you might want to check my review for that Icon one if you haven't checked that out yet. I really like that tool. You get back into his tools again. He's got different extensions and different things for his ratchets there. So quite a few tools right there. He's still got another one over here. This is just him zooming in maybe a little bit closer on different quadrants. So again, take a look at those. We might can see what these purple handles are now. So there's Lindstrom in Sweden. So again, I've not heard of those. This one over here was a Knipex that looked like it had black handles, but now I can see the red poking out down there. So that one is Knipex. And then this one's Lindstrom. I'm not sure what this middle one here is. It doesn't look like Knipex diagonals, so I'm not sure what that one is. Going to the next picture, again, these are just more zoomed in closer of the ones we already looked at. I probably should have scrolled one more. There's a closer look at that one to figure out what that is. So it's a Shargeek Storm 2. So again, I have no idea what that does. So if you guys know in the comments below, make sure and drop that down. Here's a closer up look at these tools as well. And again, I don't go through and look at these ahead of time. I try to look at them the same time you guys are looking at them. So that's why I didn't even know that these pictures were here. I would have probably, which his other picture was a pretty good quality anyways to zoom in. So again, here's just a closer look at some of the tools we already looked at. And then again, there's some more of those up close as well. So now here's what's inside those pouches. These are things we haven't seen yet. So these were the things that were tucked down inside of those. So he's got a Jacari cable stripper as well. Baco 3416A that looks like an automatic style stripper. And then a Schmitz Tools, looks like a ferrule crimper. Over here he's got a ratcheting crimper. I've got the Klein one that's like that. I'm not sure what the blue handle brand is, but that looks just like my Klein one, almost identical. Really like that tool. And then I'm not sure what brand this over here is either, but it looks like some kind of a crimper. I'm not sure what that tool is, but it looks like a crimper. Getting over here, looks like he's got maybe stuff for, I'm assuming like soldering or something. I'm not sure what this tool here is. That would be my guess, but I'm not positive. And again, he's got some more flush cuts. Also looks like a purple plastic poker type thing. So I'm assuming that this is something to do with soldering of some kind. This is probably a whole kit that does it, but it's all a bunch of brands of things that I've not seen, so I'm not real sure. And then here's, I think, his last picture. So yeah, this is his last picture. It's a case that he keeps his Milwaukee tools in. He's got a Milwaukee, like the drill driver, also impact, the 1/4 inch impact. And then this is a MEEC tool. Looks like a, like Milwaukee has a tool like this, like a 3-inch cutoff tool. But this one's this brand's version. It's 18 volts, so that's that tool as well. So he uses, I'm assuming these are the main power tools that he uses if he puts them in a case like this. So again, take a look at that. And then we go back through these pictures here. He's got a lot of tools, and these are kind of those kind of spread out and zoomed in. But whenever we get back to this last picture here that's got all of them sticking out there, these all fit in his Vito Tech XL. So again, guess down below what you think. Lalle, again, 914, or Lalle 914. What do you think he does with these tools? There's a lot of tools in there that are of a brand that I don't know, but I can still tell what they do. So it gives you an idea of that. He's got a lot of different things for a lot of different situations, a lot of different screwdrivers. He's got insulated tools. He's got, you know, the grinder, the little cut. I don't know if he runs a cutoff wheel in that or not, or whatever it might be. So this is a really hard guess in my opinion. I'm not real sure what he does. It looks like he's got a lot of things to do, a lot of different things. And I don't see any kind of a meter. So that leads me not towards electrical work, but then he does have some insulated tools. But again, sometimes we look at these and it's not every tool that someone owns. So just because they don't keep it in their bag, because a lot of times my meter, I keep a certain meter in my drawers in my truck that's not in my bag all the time, and I take that in for specific work. So I don't know. I'm kind of guessing just general contractor type thing, but that's just going to be my guess because it's really hard for me. But I'm interested to see what you guys guess. I'm interested in some of these brands. I'm sure a lot of you overseas, you probably know these brands like the back of your hand. So if there's some brands that are in here that aren't necessarily something that I would know, but you think are great brands, make sure and comment that down below as well. But again, make sure you include your guess to figure out what it is that he does. So that's loadout number 1. A lot of pictures there to look at. Loadout number 2 only has a couple pictures, and this is Seth Walls. He's got a Vito TP4B, I believe it is, but it could be a 5B. I'm not real sure, but let's go ahead and take a look at his tools and see if we can guess what he does. So again, here's the outside of his bag, and again, I think it's a TP5B, but I could be wrong. It could be a 4B. I'm basing that off of the 4B's got 4 slots in the top, the 5B's got 5, and it looks like he's got more stuff than what would fit in 4 slots, but I could be wrong on that. It could be a 4B. But in any case, these TP pouches, you can see how much, he's only got this picture, and then he's also got them blown out, but you can just see how much stuff you can put in one of these. I was always amazed at how much I could fit in my TP4B. So he's got a lot of red handles sticking up. We'll see what those are. He's got a Klein screwdriver up there in the top, along with a Klein pair of pliers. He's got a hammer tucked into the top up there. So again, just looking at is kind of how he's loaded out this bag, because again, he's going to show us the pictures of his tools in the next picture. Milwaukee Impact over there on the left. Here they are all blown out. So he's got a Klein multimeter over here, clamp meter, along with a hammer over here as well. He does carry the bit holders with the little collars or collets on them. He's got a grinder tip there. I use that kind of style on strike plates and stuff like that indoors. You can put that in a drill and kind of file that down if you're not latching. Those work really well. He's got a pair of, I believe, Knipex diagonals. Also a pair of combi pliers. I think those are Knipex as well too. Again, the M12 Impact. Also, he's got a Tajima 16-foot tape measure, the Klein GFCI tester, and I've said a bunch of times that thing is awesome. I've just got that within the last few months, and it's the best one I've ever used. Stanley pry bar. I've got the same exact one as that one. That's a good pry bar. Bunch of drill bits loose inside of a case. He probably got tired of dealing with the Milwaukee, which actually he's got a newer case there, I think. So I was going to say the Milwaukee hard to get out drill bits, but Empire torpedo level, along with a chisel there, a Dasco small pry bar, Klein thermostat type screwdriver. I believe that's the 4-in-1, along with the Klein non-contact voltage tester. That one's the one that also has the infrared thermometer. He's also got the Knipex knife there that's kind of like an Olfa knife. Several bit extensions, a punch, ink pen, black Sharpie, a PVC, interior PVC cutter that you can put in your drill, a magnetic pickup tool, also a DeWalt right angle adapter. That one's better than the yellow one. I've got that one as well, and that's like a newer version, better than the older yellow one. A pair of Elkind hex keys that are SAE and metric. Also the Knipex electrician shears, a pair of 10-inch Cobras, 10-inch pliers, wrench. Also a pair of Knipex needle nose, a pair of Klein strippers there, really small screwdriver, it looks like, of some kind there, cabinet type key, the Swanson's, or C.H. Hansen, not Swanson, C.H. Hansen stud finder, Purdy foldable putty knife or foldable painter's tool, also a magnetic jumper there. I don't know what's in the Weehaw case. I think this is his last picture, so we won't know on that. Also some other jumpers. There is a, I already forgot what the specific name is, but it's a resettable fuse, but they've got a brand name, and I can't think of what the brand of it is because I've had mine for so long I've already forgot, but definitely worth having one of those for sure if you're trying to trace down a short in a HVAC unit, so that you can sit there and keep resetting that if you keep, instead of blowing the little 5s or 3s. Some Weehaw screwdrivers, also the Klein. He's made himself the super screwdriver with the flip socket, and then also the bit holding screwdriver, and then he's got a little drain like zip it type thing over here. So take a look at those. Again, that's his last picture there. So you can kind of see him there if you want to get an idea of what he looks like. But take one guess at what you think he does with all these tools inside of this TP. I believe, again, 4B or 5B. I'm going to guess 5B. But take a look at those. See what it is you think. He did tell me in his email what he does, so I know I'm not going to guess on this one. But again, he's got a lot of tools to do a lot of different things inside that little compact bag. I'm always amazed at how much you can fit inside of a TP pouch. My 4B was something that I used for a long time. I kind of keep it here at my house now. It's my house tool bag, my house tool pouch. But I mean, you can fit a lot of stuff in those. So take one guess at what you think Seth does with these tools. Also, if you got any questions, drop them down below as well. So that's 2 loadouts down. The last loadout that we're going to look at today is GP Raceman. He's got a TP XXL wheeler. So I'm not sure if we've looked at one of those yet. Got a lot of tools. We're going to take a look at that, and let's go ahead and jump into his tools. So again, looking at the outside of his bag, it's the Tech XL wheeler, not XXL wheeler, Tech XL wheeler. So a lot like the Tech XL that we looked at the very beginning on the first loadout. This one's the same way, except this one has wheels on it. So here's the front of his bag, and here in the front, he's got all pictures showing basically. So this is the front. This is what's in these pouches. So he's got the Milwaukee demo type gloves, also a JAS, I think that's an E all-weather line notebook, so it's kind of like one of those rain notebooks. Band-Aids, tweezers, nail clippers. He probably keeps that in that small little zipper up there. Next picture is one side, so he's got the Hultafors tape measure. He's got a chameleon, or Camelon, or however you say that. I've always called it chameleon, but it looks like Camelon to me. But inside there, he's got red ink Zal, black ink Zal, also an eraser, it looks like, a Hultafors pencil, and then again a 25-foot tape measure. This side over here, he's got a Warner all stainless steel putty knife, also a little chip brush, and then a Milwaukee fastback knife. Here's one side of his bag. This, what he's wanting you to look at, is the pouch, because I did see the next picture on accident a second ago. So what he's wanting you to look at there is this very front pouch up here in the front, because this is what's in there as far as this picture. So he's got a bunch of assorted size zip ties, also a little bit longer ones there that are white, some latex gloves, looks like probably some booties, then a Milwaukee M12 USB charger, and I can't really tell for sure what those are. Those are probably razor blades or something maybe there. I'm not real sure what that is, but that's what's inside that front pouch. And then here's the tool setup, and again, we're going to see these pulled out, but again, maybe you've not seen the inside of this bag, so you can take a look and see how his tools are fitting in there. Take a look at that. It looks like it's got some V-swap panels possibly back there in the back. It looks like those might come in and out. Maybe not. I'm not real sure on that. But again, taking a look at this, taking a look at his setup, we'll go to the next picture. These are the tools we just looked at. So up here in the top, we've got a flashlight, also a Hultafors lead holder right there. He's got a Klein flip socket 7-in-1, also the 8-in-1 adjustable link stubby. We get over here, he's got some snips, also some vice grips. There's a, that starts with an M, I think. I can't remember what that chisel knife, what brand that is, but I've seen that before. Also another chisel there. He's got some S-wing screwdrivers, a Vera ratcheting screwdriver up there in that top corner. Looks like either a Baco or a snap-on adjustable wrench, pliers wrench, also a mirror, and then looks like a magnetic pickup tool. I believe those are Craftsman, possibly, because I think I've got the same ones as that. We go down here, he's got the extended reach Knipex needle nose, also another pair of comfort grip needle nose, pair of cutters, cobalts. Looks like he's got the twin grips and some 7 1/4 Cobras. A pair of diagonals there. I'm going to assume maybe Klein, but I don't know that that head really looks like Klein. Possibly it is, but the yellow handles typically are. Here's a scraper. That's why my guess is that that one container in that last picture was probably blades to fit that kind of a razor blade knife. Also has the Purdy foldable paint tool, so that's a couple of those we've seen. He's got a ruler there, a foldable ruler. Hex keys from Vera, probably SAE and metric. Also the DeWalt right angle drill as well, and the CH Hansen stud finder. So a lot of the same tools it's looking like between the Tech XL and the Tech XL wheeler that we're looking at. Not real sure what that there is. Looks like a case for something, but it doesn't have anything in it, so I'm not sure. Klein magnetizer, demagnetizer. We go down here to the bottom. He's got a I've got this in my list that holds hacksaw blades, also sawzall blades, also jigsaw blades. It's the tool something or other. I can't remember what the brand name is on it, but I just looked it up because somebody else had it in a loadout recently too. And I saw how it held all those different blades. So I was going to buy that handle just to put in my truck, just in case I need a handsaw of some kind for whatever, because, you know, you might need to cut metal, you might need to cut plastic. Odds are you're going to have a jigsaw blade, a sawzall blade, something to do whatever it is you want to do. And supposedly that handle fits all those. So let me know in the comments below, GP Raceman, does that handle? Have you put jigsaw blades in it, sawzall blades, hacksaw blades? All the above. What all have you put in that, or anybody else that has that? Drop that in the comments below, because it's in my list waiting for me to buy it, but I'd like to get some feedback on it first. He also has the Klein jab saw, also a flexible bit holder, looks like a Milwaukee pry bar, also some Dasco pry bars, the Knipex, again, I think it's the Cutex, if I remember right, but it's that Olfa style knife. He's got a speed square there, also an Empire, looks like torpedo level. He's got him the Fat Ivan door stopper. That works really well. I keep that on me all the time. I've got a video for that if you haven't seen that. Works really well. Also another pair of small diagonal type cutters. Klein 4-in-1 thermostat screwdriver, some kind of a scratch-all, maybe a Craftsman, maybe. That's the kind of handle that looks like. S-wing pick hook, also a S-wing, looks like just a straight little pick. A little small screwdriver pry bar. He's got the spring tools there. Those work great. And then also a chisel, it looks like. So that's that side of the bag that we just looked at right there. That's all the tools that are in that. We get to the back side. So here's what all he has down in there. He's got a stiletto, also a couple different, looks like Bosch, some Milwaukee stuff as well. So let's take a look and see what he's got inside of there. So again, he's got a hacksaw blade, and then he's got some sawzall blades. So maybe both of those fit in that one tool that we were just talking about a second ago. And again, I can't remember what the brand name is on it. He's also got the Milwaukee drill bits, still in the horrible case as far as getting those in and out, but still good drill bits nonetheless. Also has his own kind of bit kit built up here. A lot of different things. I can see DeWalt. It looks like he's got some Makita, some Milwaukee. So he's just using the case to hold his main bits that he uses. Also has the M12 Impact, or maybe the Surge over here as well. A stiletto hammer there. It looks like a 10-ounce hammer with a boot on the head of it. Then he also has some earplug safety glasses. Parts container as far as for catching a magnetic parts tray. Here's screws and anchors and different things like that. This is a Bosch, I'm going to assume a laser measure. I've not seen that brand or that model before. I've not seen the look of that one. Here's another Vera Zyklop. So again, more people having those. And then he's also got the Makita sockets over here, metric and SAE, the same ones I've got for 1/4 inch. And that's his last picture. So again, take a look at those. That's the back side of his bag's tools, and the main things that he uses right there. Those are all the main tools. And the front side of his bag, the ones that you can see there. And then he had a few other things there in the front and side pockets, just the stuff that are quick, easy access. And again, this one's the Tech XL Wheeler, has wheels on it, and then a handle that kind of comes up like luggage. So a lot of good tools in there, a lot of different things that you can see. So check out those tools. And again, guess what you think GP Raceman does with these. And again, I think he told me in his email he just recently got this Tech XL Wheeler. He's upgraded from a Tough Built tote, and he's just recently got this one. So he's kind of still working it out as far as to get his loadout fine-tuned, but he really likes it. He said that he really likes this bag. So let me know in the comments below if you've got any of the bags that all three of these have, how well you like them. Because again, some people watch these videos just to see how a bag is loaded out, to see if the bag is a right fit for them. And then some of us watch them to see if we can see some new tools that we didn't know existed. And then some of us just like seeing how other people have a thought process of where do they stick their tools and what kind of tools they have, all those kinds of things. So let us know in the comments below if you've got any questions for any of the three of these, but make sure you take a guess at what Lee 914 does, also Seth Walls and GP Raceman. Comment down in the comments below, what do you think they do with their tools? But as always, you guys stay safe, have a blessed day. See you on the next video.